wondering how I got into this mess in the first place. Well, I wouldn't mind telling you, as it looks like I'm gonna be in here a while, so might as well. But basically what happened was,
I was walking through the park minding my own business, which is already off my schedule because I should be at work during this time, and I happened to stumble across a yo-yo. You know, those old toys where you have a string and a thing that rotates fast, and you just swing up and down. I came across one on the floor, and I decided to just have fun with it. I haven't seen a yo-yo in years. Well, upon using the yo-yo, I happened to accidentally hit someone in the face with it. I went up to the guy and apologized. Heck, I even had beers with him and had a jolly good time. But he was still mad at me about the yo-yo in his face.
so the guy ended up suing me, and now I'm expected to be in court in like about an hour or so. So yeah, and just to make sure that I don't run away from this situation, well, I've been placed in this cell right here for now. So yeah, how about you? How did you end up in here? Well, you know what? That's completely fine. You don't have to answer that. I'm sure it wasn't even that bad to begin with. Yeah. You know, this thing does sort of remind me of a game that recently came out. Penny's Big Breakaway. You ever heard of it? No? Was it made by the same developers of Sonic Mania? No? I mean, I still got a little bit of time left, so I might as well tell you all about it. Anyways, so
Penny's Big Breakaway is a 3D platformer developed by Evening Star, which is formed by the same team that made Sonic Mania. Penny is a performer who specializes in doing many tricks with a yo-yo. She just so happens to see a poster for an upcoming audition where Emperor Eddie is looking for a new partner for his show. After learning about this, Penny decides to make her way to the gala, only to stumble across a sentient yo-yo with a mouth. After adopting this new yo-yo, she then sneaks her way past an extremely long queue of people who went for the audition and the Emperor's guards. After going inside of the gala, your time to shine has finally come. Penny gives a show that the Emperor and his judge found entertaining. However, the yo-yo sees this opportunity to attack the Emperor by ripping his clothes off. With this, the judge sentences Penny with criminal charges and to be jailed. Emperor Eddie begins to send out his guards, which just so happen to be a huddle of penguins. And that's the main premise of the story. Penny is on the run from the Emperor's guards, while also helping others along the way to prove that she is innocent. You also happen to encounter other characters that went to the audition, and to prevent Penny from escaping any further, they try to stop her on the spot. However, one boss fight later, they then become friends with Penny and help her on her escape. Down the road, we meet up with Taboo, who challenges Penny to a race with a puppet version of herself. Sounds familiar. After winning this race, Taboo reveals to Penny that she was the Emperor's original partner for his show. She then reveals that with the Book of Lore, she could rewrite history altogether since the book is absolute. So, with this in mind, Penny then makes her way back to the gala to challenge the Emperor and the judge one last time. After reaching the final fight with Emperor Eddie, Penny eventually defeats him, granting in a show that the whole audience enjoyed. After the show ends, the judge proceeds to give Penny some community service. At least it's not jail time, am I right? Simple story, nothing too lore-heavy or deep, and was kind of funny at times. The gameplay is where this game now becomes a bit of a thing for me. Do I hate it? No. It can be annoying at times, but once you get used to it, it can become pretty fun to control. Just like Sonic Mania, this game relies on momentum. Yeah, that's right, I said the word. You're able to use your yo-yo to swing, ride, and even attack enemies. You can even launch yourself for a dash even in mid-air. You're also able to charge your yo-yo ride like a spin dash. The longer you charge it, the faster you go. The combat, however, isn't really much of a combat at all. You just swing the yo-yo multiple times to get the penguins off of you. You have a maximum of 5 penguins to grab you. Once all 5 catch you, it's over and you're sent back to the last checkpoint. Though if you do end up getting a game over, you are also given the option to carry on from that same checkpoint, meaning that you don't have to replay the whole level again. Some of the music in this game was once again composed by T. Lopes. I don't hate it, but after hearing the same song in a row every few minutes, it can get to someone's head. The game has 11 different worlds to run through, ranging from 2 to 4 levels each, and these levels are not only beautifully designed, but they each have unique environments and gimmicks. They can be really challenging on your first few attempts. My favorite being the beach world and this space-themed level, where just like in Mario Galaxy, the perspective changes with the gravity mechanic. The boss fights, however, are some of the most challenging things about this game. No boss takes too long to finish. Just a few hits from 3 to 5 wins the fight, but the game barely teaches you what needs to be done. Sure, in one boss fight, you need to speed across an ocean to a ship and unscrew its giant screws, and then in another, you're basically playing a game of pool. But then you get to boss fights like the Judge, where you need to steal his mallet and then hit these cones on the edge, similar to the Bowser fights from Mario 64. I was so confused at times with what I needed to do, and even when I found out what I had to do, I still struggled with these bosses. The giant penguin has multiple attacks that are close to impossible to avoid. Moving away from the story mode, the game also provides a time attack where you try to finish each level as fast as possible. You also have an extras menu where you can view a scrapbook containing concept art of the game, which absolutely looks amazing. Some of these character designs are some of my favorite things from this game. I'm curious to see who helped Evening Star with this game in full. Oh. 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 Why does everything have to tie back to Sonic Superstars? Overall, Penny's Big Breakaway is a fun game, but when it comes to games being this difficult to play, I usually just have it there for the next time I feel like playing it.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the game. Honestly, for everyone over at Evening Star, they did a pretty good job at this game. You know, creating an original mascot platformer that's in 3D that utilizes momentum, that's very rare these days.
Hey, Multiverse Boy, you've been bailed.
Huh, really? By who?
No one, I'm just here to pick you up.
Wait, hold on. So if you're not here to bail me out, then why am I being set free?
Well, it turns out the guy who tried to sue you committed multiple crimes and was caught red-handed by the police, so you're free to go. No court meeting to attend.
Huh, interesting. Well, I guess this is it. It was great to know you, buddy, for like a few minutes, but it felt like an eternity. I guess you'll have the whole cell to yourself now. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, I left you a little gift underneath your bed. Yeah. Yeah, it's not much, but you know, something to at least remember me by. So I guess I'll see you around.